There is a reason you feel weak, lost, and unable to control your life. It's not because you're unlucky, it's not because you're not good enough, and it's definitely not because the world is against you. No, the truth is something much harder to hear. You have allowed yourself to become weak. You scroll endlessly, you react to everything. You get angry easily, distracted easily, hurt easily. You complain more than you take action. But here's the part no one tells you. 2,000 years ago, the Stoics already warned about this exact problem. And they knew precisely how to fix it. Today, we're going to break down the ancient Stoic blueprint for becoming unstoppable mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. If you want real strength, this is where it begins. In this video, we uncover the Stoic guide to true strength, the type of strength that makes you calm under pressure, focused in chaos, and unshakable in life. Let's begin where weakness begins, the mind. When you hear the word strength, you probably think of physical power, muscles, fighting, dominance. But Marcus Aurelius said something completely different. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Real strength lies in mastering yourself. To the Stoics, strength meant controlling your emotions, thinking clearly, acting with discipline, resisting impulses, and choosing the harder, better path. Weakness wasn't physical. Weakness was losing control of your own mind. Every time you let anger take over, every time you can't stop scrolling, every time you avoid something difficult, every time you blame others instead of taking responsibility, to the Stoics, that's weakness. And the good news, it's fixable. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic teachers, was born a slave. He had no freedom, no rights, no control over his environment. But he discovered something powerful. Even as a slave, my mind is mine. He refused to let suffering weaken him. He refused to let injustice break him. He refused to let fear stop him. And because he mastered his mind, he became stronger than the people who physically controlled him. When he was finally freed, he became a teacher whose lessons shaped the Roman Empire, and today, they shape millions. Epictetus taught one thing above all: no man is free who is not master of himself. This is where real strength comes from. Not from having an easy life, but from choosing strength in a hard one. Let's be honest. Your generation, our generation, faces a trap no other generation did. The trap of endless entertainment, constant comparison, emotional overstimulation, instant gratification, and distraction every 10 seconds. We have zero mental discipline. We are drowning in comfort, and comfort creates weakness. Seneca warned about this. Softness comes from luxury. Strength comes from challenge. Today, you don't have to hunt for food. You don't have to fight to survive. You don't have to walk for miles. You don't have to endure discomfort. Everything is easy, and easy always makes you soft. That's why anxiety is high. That's why focus is low. That's why self-esteem is broken. Not because life is harder, but because life is too easy. To stop being weak, you must train the mind like a warrior. Here is the Stoic blueprint. First, control your reactions. Marcus Aurelius said, if you are distressed, it is not events that trouble you, but your judgment of them. Strong people are calm, weak people react. Second, do voluntary discomfort, cold showers, waking up early, fasting, hard exercise. Seneca called this training for misfortune. It makes you fearless. Third, do the hard thing first. Avoidance is the cause of anxiety. Stoics face what they fear immediately. Fourth, keep your word. If you say you'll do something, do it. Self-respect comes from self-discipline. And fifth, remove dependence on pleasure. Epictetus warned, you become a slave to what you crave. Break addictions, scrolling, validation, gossip. Pleasure is not evil, but dependence is. Here is how you build Stoic strength in your daily life. Your morning rule: do one hard thing immediately. Make your bed, take a cold shower, do a short workout, no phone. Doing the hard thing makes you mentally sharp. Control your inputs, unfollow negativity, silence notifications, reduce noise. Focus thrives in silence. Use emotional training. Whenever someone makes you angry, stop, breathe, and respond calmly. You win the moment you refuse to react. Choose discipline over motivation. Stoics did not rely on feelings, they relied on routines. If you only act when you feel like it, you will stay weak forever. Strength comes from showing up, especially when you don't want to. And finally, accept reality without complaining. Complaining is wasted energy. Action is real power. The Stoics believed, what stands in the way becomes the way. Obstacles are not problems, they are training. You don't become strong overnight. You don't become disciplined after watching one video. You don't transform by wishing for it. You become strong when you take responsibility for your life. You become strong when you stop blaming others. When you control your mind, when you choose the harder path. When you master your emotions, when you face discomfort without fear. Strength is not given, strength is built. And as Marcus Aurelius said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Your weakness is not permanent. It's a challenge, a doorway, a test. Walk through it and become who you were meant to be. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, like and subscribe for more.